So officially, good evening, Giants. I'm very, very excited to be here on this crypto trading training. And just like I already asked you, you're also very excited to be here. Awesome, awesome. So let me just acknowledge some people in the house tonight. As I while away some 2 minutes for some other people to join us here on this call. All right. Demidola, thank you for being here. Dr. Victor, thank you. Dami, Magnus, Next Kit, Anthony, John, Andy Tai, Richard, Paul, Ayim, Samuel, Rich Ben, Enobong, Adapo, Tambra, thank you for being here. Anulua, Marius, Emeka John, Patrick, Olua Sheung Ayinde, Mr. Izu, Tayo, Marius, Rexton, Mays, thank you for being here. Ngozi, Olushego, Shangshu, the Chinese man from Nigeria, thank you for being here. Ogundele, Joseph, Daniel, Chinedu, Divine, Akim, Donatus, Techno, User, Ingige, Wasiu, Adoma, Mbamalubright, Dr. Desmond, John Asamoah, K, Monday, Jake's iPhone, Gideofo, Damiebi, Monday Daniel, Paul, Azad, Donatus, Sanas, Folashade, Anointed Sam, Adeyinka, Adewale, Chinedu Okoli, Morrison, Oman, Abiodun, Miss Mary. I had a chat with you earlier today. Thank you for being here. AK, Shamila, Lawal, Ayam, Paps, Florin. I see you guys. Sorry if I didn't call you. I'm so sorry, please. I have a lot of screen just popping up here. So if I didn't call you, please do not be offended. I'm so excited tonight. Good evening to you. Okay, good evening, Nigeria. All right, so let me welcome my co-host tonight, Asra. She was the one cracking me up in the chat, on private chat. Asra, thank you for being here. I know you've had a very busy day today. How are you?
I'm very good, Dan. Thanks for having me. Hey, I'm seeing all the private messages as well. I love you guys. It's so beautiful. I'm going to send you a picture. It says, I love you, Asra. I love you, Asra. I love you. Oh, this is why I love coming onto the Nigeria calls. Thank you very much, Nigeria. I love how all the Nigerians are saying, I love you, but there's no UK people saying it.
We are more expressive, you know. We are more expressive.
Yes. This is why, Dan, I need to move to Nigeria. I need to live there.
Okay. All right, guys. So let's do this. We are going to be very fast because we have a lot to touch on tonight. It's going to be very interactive. So from time to time, I'm going to be asking you for feedbacks on the chat box. So get used to it. All right. Let's make it interactive and our best training yet. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get it.
I'm born ready.
All right. Hope you have your notepad ready to take some notes. And also, before I forget, this is what I asked guys to do. I specifically said that you shouldn't send the webinar link, this webinar link, to your prospect just for today. For tomorrow and the rest of the day, you can actually send that. But for today, I didn't want a situation where people who are already members or who are already in our community are locked out while people who are joining for the first time are here. So I said the webinar link should be strictly, private, while you can actually share this link with your prospect. The link is on the chat box right now. You can send it to your prospect, let them register to the newsletter. As soon as we are done with this webinar, I'm going to send the webinar recording via email to everybody on this particular newsletter. So if you have people who you think can make use of the training tonight, just send that link to them. You can copy it down on your notepad Once we are done, fire this link to them, let them register on the newsletter, and then I'll fire the webinar recording to them. What you want to do is to send it to them immediately after this training. Tell them to register immediately, because it is only those who are registered as at the time I'm ready to send the webinar recording that will get it. So try and get them to register immediately after this webinar. All right? Okay, so let's get it going. The first thing I would like us to talk about tonight is the 3 possible reasons why Bitcoin is on the low, or why Bitcoin crashed. Let me know in the chat box. How many of you were actually wondering why the heck, what the heck happened to Bitcoin? Why did it crash? Why did it go from $16,000 to $13,000 and to $10,000 and hovering around that, you know, that arena right now? How many of you thought, have asked yourself, like, why did it crash? If you've ever asked yourself, why did it crash? Can you give me a yes? Jidova said I was surprised. Mr. Easy say high demand, high cost of transactions. No, it couldn't have been high demand. Economics says once demand goes up, price increases, right? So it couldn't have been high demand. If demand was high, then the price should keep shooting up, not going down. All right, Mr. Izu. So it couldn't have been high demand. Iwoya said elites. Magnus says no idea. Chinedu said ban of exchange from SK, from South Korea. It couldn't have been. The ban of exchange from South Korea should actually push up the demand, which should also push up the price. So it couldn't have been. Anthony said Bitcoin dipped because of FUD. FUD, by the way, is fear, uncertainty, and doubts about Asian ban. Well, okay. More participation in ICU. The 4 rattles me. Okay, the 4 rattles me. Daniel Godwin. Awesome. Awesome. I'm having fun tonight. I'm seeing a lot of crazy messages on chat. Okay. Now I'm going to give you 3 possible reasons why Bitcoin crashed. Aha, Anthony, if I had put a price tag on this question, you probably would have won it. He says, Bitcoin, Dami, Anthony and Dami, I feel like giving the both of you a hug. You just hit the nail on the head. Yeah. Anthony says,
wow, even I don't get it.
Anthony says,
you must be very happy with that answer. Even I don't get a hug.
Yeah, you don't get a hug. That's right, done. I'm still fighting with you anyways.
I'm fighting with you before you're fighting with me.
All right, so Anthony says Bitcoin contract futures that was settled, okay? Dami says CME and CBOE futures trading. I'm going to explain that in a bit, but these guys are very correct, all right? Oh, somebody is also correct. Somebody says something. Wow, I have very smart people here on this call. He says, it's because of lunar year. I am Samuel. Thank you. Awesome. Mr. Easy says, complains that people use it for money laundering. Nah. We've gone past that. And this says, as a result of big whales. Okay, what are the whales doing? I would have loved to know. Anthony says, yes, my mentor, please pardon me, no light on my battery may go out. Oh my goodness, Anthony. All right, no problem. Just ensure that you're subscribed on the link I sent so that I will send the webinar recording to you. All right, so 3 possible reasons why Bitcoin crashed. Number 1, the Chinese New Year. All right, Chinese New Year is February 16th. Normally, what happens in January is this. Most Asians start to sell to take profit. Most Asians start to take profit in preparation for their New Year. All right? So New Year calls for a lot of celebration. People are buying gifts. People are, changing cars, buying houses, and going on vacations and holidays and all of those kind of things. So mostly in January, most Asians start to take profit. And of course, you know that Asians make up a majority chunk of the participants in trading, all right? So whatever Asians do, or whatever Asia does, affects the markets generally. So in January, Asians tend to take profit. And it has happened like this for 4 consecutive Januaries. Every January since 2015 or 14, if I'm not mistaken, every January since 2014, the market has always dipped. All right. So now with this information, what are you going to do January 2019? All right. So what you want to do first week of January 2019, you want to sell off your Bitcoin, hold cash, and then when it dips like this, then you buy. All right. So if you did that in this January, you're going to make you would have made a lot of money. So now you know. So every January, the market always dips, partly because of the Chinese New Year. Asians are taking profits. All right. So you want to take note of that every January, so you take position. Is that okay? Okay, and in fact, it started in January 2013. Okay, thank you for correcting me. So from January 2013, the market has always dipped. 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. 6 years straight. Every January, the market has always dipped. Donatus is saying no audio. Please, is it from Mr. Dan? Somebody confirm from me. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, give me a yes. Donatus is saying he can't hear me. So he wants to know if it's from me or from him. Okay. I'm getting a lot of yeses. All right. So Donatus, check your audio. It's definitely from you. All right. So the second reason why Bitcoin crashed is because of the CME and CBOE Bitcoin Futures Exchange. Somebody mentioned that on the chat, and that is very, very correct. Now, what is a futures exchange? Now, I'm very, very much aware that majority of the people on this call are newbies. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'll break it down, you know, as much as I can so that everybody can understand. I think I'm gifted in doing that anyways. I'm able to take complex things and just break it down such that my grandmother can understand. All right. So what is futures exchange? Futures exchange basically means people betting that in the future, Bitcoin will either go up or come down. So they get a contract saying by a certain time, we believe or we are betting that Bitcoin will go up. Or we believe that at a certain time, Bitcoin will go down. Do you understand that? Now, the CME and CBOE are, I don't know, about the only 2 futures exchanges that I know of right now. There might be more, but those are the 2 I know of right now. Now, the CME futures exchange is the big boy. I mean, there's so much money floating on that particular exchange. Now, the good news is the contract expires on the 26th of January. All right? The contract for the CME Futures Exchange expires on the 26th of January. Now, keep that date. I'm going to say something about it very shortly. Just write it down in your notes, 26th of January. Something is going to happen on that particular date. All right? I'm going to explain that very shortly. So, depending on what the majority of the people are doing on the futures exchange, that will determine also what happens in the market. All right? So I'm going to explain on that very shortly. Now, the third reason why Bitcoin crashed is, this is actually very funny. In the United States and some part of the West, the government is actually taxing people on their trading profits. All right. So the IRA, which is Internal Revenue Service, is actually beginning to tax investors on profits made on crypto trading. Now, here is what many crypto traders have devised. They decide not to take profit until January. They take their profit in January. Do you know why? Because when they take their profit in January, they are able to delay payment of tax for a whole full year. All right? So a lot of them do not take their profit in December, because if you take your profit in December, then you have to pay tax on that profit. So they leave it till January and they take their tax in January. And then that way they buy themselves a whole 12-month window before they get to pay tax for the profit they took in January. So when you have a critical mass of investors doing this, taking profit at the same time, then of course you can expect for Bitcoin or for the crypto market to dip. You know, the basic law of demand and supply. Once demand is high, what happens? Prices go up. Once demand is low, what happens? Prices come down. Exactly. So when a lot of people are selling, definitely the price will dip. When a lot of people are buying, there will be scarcity, the price goes up. So basically, those three things put together forms the reason why you see the crash that has happened in the crypto market. All right? Is this clear so far? The first point I just touched on, is it clear so far? If it is clear, give me a yes. If it is not clear, give me a no. If it is clear, give me a yes. Guys, let's be interactive. Come on. Awesome, awesome. Lots of yeses. Okay. So I didn't do badly at all. Okay. So we can move forward. Awesome. The next thing I'd like to talk about. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Lots of yeses on the chat box. Awesome. The next thing I'd like to talk about is why Bitcoin, this is a good news, why Bitcoin may possibly rebound this week. How many of you are looking forward to having Bitcoin rebound? How many of you? Give me I on the chat box. Just give me an I on the chat box. Okay. Ma, say me. Awesome. 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 Somebody's asking, what's the meaning of rebound? Rebound simply means rise or appreciate. All right. So a lot of you are looking forward to Bitcoin appreciating. Okay. Here is the good news. There is a high probability that Bitcoin will start to rebound this week. High probability. Now, understand this. In the crypto market, nothing is certain. This market is so volatile that nothing at all is certain. That is the truth. All right. So that's why I use the word high probability that there will be a rebound this week. And that's because of January 26th. Because the contract of the CME, the Futures Exchange I explained, is coming due on Friday, I believe. Friday is January 26th. All right. So from that particular day, we expect some activity, some rallying up in the price of Bitcoin. All right. Remember, I said high probability. All right. So if you have some spare cash with you, now will be the time to actually buy Bitcoin, because we expect that by the end of this week, there should be some appreciation in Bitcoin, right? So now you know why Bitcoin may rebound this week. The possibility is very high that it will rebound or will start the process of appreciating this week. All right. The number 3 thing I want to talk about tonight is 3 crypto exchanges that you should create accounts on immediately. Let me ask this question. How many of you have created accounts on the crypto exchanges that I gave us on the first crypto trading training we had this year? How many of you? Give me a me on the chat box. Say me if you have. I gave a couple of crypto exchanges that you should create accounts with. Oh, good. Good number of people. I'm happy. Okay, Maz says me. Next kid says me. Mr. Izu, AP, Chanzu, I am Samuel, Daniel Godwin, Marius, Ngige Esther Divine, Jideo 4 Wasiu, Chinedu. Awesome. Okay, Mr. Izu says not all though. Okay, now, guys, I'm going to type this on the chat box. I'm going to give, I need everybody on this call right now to do this right now. I'm going to wait. All right? I have my reason for telling you to do it right now. So please do it right now. Okay? I'm going to send the names on the chat box right away. There you go. All right. If you don't know the full URL, please just type these names on Google. Google will give you the URL and then go ahead and register. I'll give you 2 minutes to do that. Very fast. Just register and then come back here. All right. Don't confirm. They are going to send you a confirmation mail, confirmation message to your email. Don't bother doing that. You can confirm after this call, but just do that now. Register on these 3 crypto exchanges right now. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Don't register now. Just write it down and register after. You know what? Here, guys, listen. I believe everybody on this call wants to make money this year. And if that is the case, I want to trust that everybody will take personal responsibility to do the things that you're supposed to do. So I do not believe I should, I should pause this webinar and have you do this right now for you to do it. I gave a lot of, about 7 or 8 of these exchanges for people to register. Some people have not registered at all right? Anyways, I changed my mind. Just write these exchanges down. After this webinar, go ahead and create those accounts. If you do not create those accounts, that's on you. It's not my fault. Just write them down on your notes, and after this webinar, go right ahead and create accounts on 3 of those exchanges. If you still have every single one I gave the last time, just go ahead and register on all of them, all right? You will need them, all right? So as many of those exchanges that you have accounts on, the better for you, all right? You will need them. Okay, awesome. So I'm going right ahead. Tola, thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate you. Tola is sending the links on the chat. So you can write them down. Write down these links on the chat, okay? So, Tola is helping us with that. Awesome. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right. Now, just like I said, majority of people here are absolute newbies. In fact, most of the people here, or let me not say most, some of the people here have probably never been to any crypto exchange. And we are getting ready to actually start giving out signals. And there are a couple of things you need to know for you to take advantage of those signals. And one of those things is what is called the satoshi value. Now, guys, forget about these high-sounding lingos. It may sound high, it's not rocket science, all right? Don't worry about it. Don't get scared at all. Satoshi value, what is it? I'm going to break it down to an extent where every single person here will understand what it is, all right? Okay, good. Now, I'm going to write on the chat box. 1 Bitcoin is something like this, right? 1 Bitcoin is 1 BTC. Okay, now, so if I want to break down this 1 Bitcoin, I'm going to have something like this. Now, understand that Bitcoin has figures to the 8th decimal. Something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you understand? So you always have 8 numbers after the decimal point. It never exceeds 8. So if I tell you something like, okay, buy so coin at 200 satoshi, what does that mean? It means this. Is this making any sense? When you hear 200 satoshi, this is what it means. When you hear 500 satoshi, this is what it means. Same thing. All right? When you hear 1,000 satoshi, this is what it means. Is this making sense? So you can only have 8 figures or numbers after the decimal point. Okay, a lot of people are saying yes, yes. Okay, that's amazing. So when you hear something like 20,000 satoshi, if I tell you, okay, if I call it a signal and say buy Cicero coin at 20,000 satoshi, what does that mean? All right. Danny, awesome, awesome, awesome. I like that. Okay, what if I say buy Cicero coin at 500,000 satoshi? Drop it on the chat box. What does it mean? Write 500,000 satoshi on the chat box. Anthony, no. Anthony, no. Awesome. 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 Okay, give me 540,000 satoshi. Please engage in this. I need you to do this. Don't be scared of being wrong. If I don't know you're wrong, I'll probably think you understand it. This is very, let me tell you something. If you don't understand satoshi value, you cannot take advantage of the signals. So if you do not understand it, it's in your own best interest to type it here on the chat box. Make mistake. Don't be scared to make mistake, okay? Make mistake. We are one family here. I want to be sure you know this thing before we proceed. If you do not know this, you will not be able to take advantage of what we're going to do next. All right? Some people here are already good with trading. People like Tola, they're already doing fantastically well with trading. So I will not use him to, grade everybody, because not everybody is on his level yet. So please do not rely on the guys who are getting it correctly. I need everybody to get involved so that I will be able to know if people are getting it or not. For instance, Chinedu Okoli just typed in something, but that is wrong. That is not 540 satoshi value. Chinedu Okoli, if you look at what you typed, you only have 7 numbers after the decimal point, not 8. All right? You must always have 8 numbers after the decimal point, never 7, never 6. Always 8. Jimbo is saying no sound, can't hear anything. Jimbo, unmute yourself. I think your audio is muted. You need to unmute yourself. People are hearing me, okay? So it has to be from you. All right. Okay. Somebody give me 1.2 million satoshi. 1.2 million satoshi. Go ahead, please. Mas, that's very correct. No, somebody is wrong here. Olusegun, you're wrong. You have 7 numbers after the decimal point. Remember, guys, it must always be 8. You see why I said engage on the chat box. Sometimes you think you know something, but you'll be amazed that you don't know it when you start to write. All right? So don't tell me I'm listening to you, I understand it. No, prove it, put it down. Oloku Emmanuel, what you wrote is wrong. It's also wrong. Remember, when you talk about Satoshi value, it means that it is less than 1 Bitcoin. All right? So what you wrote there is 1.2 million. No. When you hear 1.2 million Satoshi value, it means that it is less than 1 Bitcoin. So it must be 0 point something. Okay? It must be 0 point something. Okay? So look, man, give it another shot. 1.2 million Satoshi, what would it be? Oluwaseun, very correct. Olusegun, give it another try. That's wrong. Remember, it must be 8 digits after the decimal point. What you have is 7 digits. All right? It has to be 8 digits after the decimal point. Chinedu Okoli, you're wrong. Chinedu Iranya, correct. Morrison, you're wrong. Morrison, you're wrong. Amir, you're wrong. It must be 0 point something. Kuma, you're right. Akim, you're right. Lawal, you're right. Ngige Esther, you're wrong. Haruna, you're wrong. Dami, you're right. Adewale, wrong. Okay, Magnus, Olusegun. Now you're right, Olusegun. Magnus, you're right. Enobong. Okay, looks like you're beginning to understand it now. Looks like you're beginning to understand it now. Okay, somebody give me 12.5 million Satoshi. 12.5 million Satoshi. Somebody give me that. Awesome. So, no. Somebody's wrong. K, okay, you're wrong. K, let me see what is wrong with what you wrote. Okay, K, what you have there is not 12.5 million. What you have there is 1.2 million. 1,250,000. That's what you have, not 12.5 million. Can you see that? What you have is 1,250,000 Satoshi, not 12.5 million. All right. This is very, see, you must know the Satoshi value because people make mistake with Satoshi value and they lose money. That is the truth. People make mistake with this and they lose money. All right. 8 digits after the decimal point. Okay. All right. Let me see this. Okay. Somebody is giving us an idea here. Tola, he says, first, write down 1,200,000 in figures. Then count the figures. If it's not up to 8 digits, add up figure 0 to make it 8 digits. Then put 0 point at the front. Awesome. Simple strategy. All right. It's on the chat box. You can read that. Let me read that again. First, write down 1,200,000 in figures. All right. Write it down in figures. Then count the figures. If it is not up to 8 digits, add up figure 0 to make it 8 digits. Then put 0 points at the front. Simple. It's as simple as that. All right. Awesome. So can we go ahead? If we should go ahead, give me a yes. If you want us to still go through this Satoshi value, give me a no. If you think we know the Satoshi value, now give me a yes. If you think we need to familiarize ourselves more, give me a no, so I know what I'm doing. Mr. Izu. Okay, I have 2 no's, 3 no's now. Tola says the class is interesting. Awesome. 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 All right. Thanks, my brother. Thanks, Tola. I appreciate you, man. Thanks. Okay. Folashade, Mr. Izu, and who else gave me a no? Oh, Tola's going for a vigil. Okay, man. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks for being here with us, Tola. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. We'll talk later. Okay. I have 3 people say no to me. Donatus says no. Folashade says no. Mr. Izu says no. Okay, now. Everybody, please, every other person, don't type on the chat box. I want Mr. Izu, Folashade, and Kennedy K. Right? Am I correct? Who was the 3rd person again? Okay, Donatus. Donatus. I want only these 3 people to do this particular course now. Okay, the 3 of you, give me 1,250,000 Satoshi. 1,250,000. Okay, you know what? Let me do something. Let me help everybody to understand this right now. Oh, Tola, is that what you meant? Okay. He said, no, I mean we should be here till tomorrow, vigil tonight, because this class is interesting. Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate you. Thanks. Okay, you know what? Let me do something. Let me teach this in a very, very easy to understand way. Okay, can you see my my screen? Please give me a yes if you can see my screen. I want to be sure you can see my screen. I have a whiteboard on the screen. Can you see it? Okay, good, good, good. All right, let's do this. Now, if I call a trade to say, okay, buy at 1,250,000 Satoshi. Now, this is this very basic thing to do, which was what Tola said. Now, write down 1,250,000 in figure. That will be 1,250,000. That's 3 zeros now. 1, 2, 3. This is 1,250,000, right? Now count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember I said you must have 8 digits after the decimal. So we have 7 now. All you need to do is put 0 in front here. Bam. You now have 8 digits. Now put the decimal and then put the decimal and then 0. That is your 1,250,000 Satoshi. Is this clear? For instance, if I something like, give me 12.8 million Satoshi, all you need to do is write it in figures first. 12, 8, million is 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Did you see that? Now, if I say, give me 500,000 Satoshi, that will be, just write 500,000 first. 1, 2, 3. All right, now count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you add 2 zeros to make it 8. And then you put 0 points. That's a 500,000 Satoshi. Is this clear enough? Let me do one more example. If I say, give me 3 million Satoshi, just write down 3 million first. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need 8, so you put 0 in front. And then, you put 0 in front and then the decimal. Is this clear? Is this clear now, guys? 100 million Satoshi make 1 Bitcoin. All right? $100, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right? Now 1.000000 is as good as 1. So 100 million Satoshi makes 1 BTC. Is this okay? So 100 million Satoshi makes 1 BTC. So everything less than 100 million Satoshi will be in everything less than 1 BTC will be in Satoshi value. That is, anything less than 100 million Satoshi, so to say, will be in Satoshi value. So if anything, so if I tell you, say 50 million Satoshi, just write down 50 million, 50, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all right? Then count, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all right? Then you put your decimal. This is your 50 million Satoshi. All right, I hope this is clear. If it is not, please tell me. This is very, very important. Is this clear now? Onyekure says very clear. Anika says, okay, yes. Techno says yes. Okay, hold on. Okay, I get lots of yeses. Is there anybody here right now who still does not understand Satoshi value? If you don't, just say no. All right? Jennifer says practice, practice, practice. And Samuel says awesome. If you're here and you still do not understand Satoshi value, give me a no. Okay, you know what I will do? Let me Zaxin. Okay. Zaxin, can you wave? Wave at me, please. Just wave so that I can see you. I need to talk with you so that I can understand exactly what you do not understand, and we can help you, and then we'll move ahead. Okay, Zaxin, I can see you now. Oh, there's too much noise. Zaxin, can you hear me? Zaxin, can you hear me?
Zaxin is waving.
Yeah, you're live already. Oh, Zaxin is frozen. Zaxin, can you hear me now?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. What don't you understand?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, tell me what you don't understand so that I can help out.
The decimal point.
Okay, what don't you understand about the decimal?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. What don't you understand about the decimal point?
Okay, like how many Satoshi makes like if I want to buy with Naira, because I have a friend that wants to buy
all mixed up. Forget about Naira now. Don't go ahead of me. Just learn what I'm teaching right now. You're already trying to convert from Satoshi to Naira. Don't go ahead of me. Just stick to where I am right now. Now, do you understand the decimal point where the dot is? All right. The decimal point is the dot.
Yes.
There will always be 8 figures after the dot. Is that clear? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
Now, whenever you hear say 5 million or whatever Satoshi value, just write it out in words. Count how many numbers are there. If it is not up to 8, add the required numbers of 0 in front of it to get it up to 8. Once you have 8, then put dot in front and then you're fine. Is that clear, sir? Zaxin? You're freezing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So let's move on, guys. Let's move on. If you still do not get it, please just watch the recording of this webinar over and over again. You will get it, all right? Just watch it over and over again until you understand Satoshi value, okay? All right, the next thing I want to talk about, tonight, Adi, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is how to never lose. I said more than 10%. You could set it at anything, actually. 10%, 5%. Now, the question is this. Now, let me say something. The moment you decided to become a trader, you have signed up for 2 things at the same time. And what are those 2 things? One profit, 2, losses. You cannot do away from these two things. The moment you decide that you want to become a trader, you have signed up for profits, you have also signed up for losses. These two things are indispensable, all right? You either make a loss or you make a profit. But the beauty about trading is that you can actually decide how much loss you are willing to make on any trade. You can decide for yourself, okay, even though I know that a loss is inevitable, but I do not ever want to make more than 10% loss, or more than 5% loss, or more than 20% loss on any trade. You can actually do that. All right? So now I want to teach you, I'm going to use Bittrex as an example, but pretty much you can do the same on every other cryptocurrency exchange. All right? I'm going to teach you how to set what is called a stop loss. A stop loss basically is setting a parameter within which you are not willing to incur a loss. So if the percentage loss you are willing to incur on a particular trade is say 10% or 15%, you can set your stop loss at that particular percentage. What you're actually saying is that this trade that I placed, if it ever goes south, if it goes on a losing position for 10 or 15%, depending on what you have decided, please sell. The moment your trade hits that particular threshold, automatically your trade will be executed and you will sell. All right? So you are going to lose only 10, 15, or 20, depending on the parameters you set for yourself. All right? So that is exactly what a stop loss is. Now, let me log in. Before I log in to show practical, do you understand what I just mentioned? If you don't, just give me a no. Let me go over it again. Because if you do not understand the theory, chances are you may not understand the practical. If you don't understand what a stop loss is, going by what I just explained, give me a no, and then I'll go over it again. Okay. Let me share my screen. 1 minute. Okay, guys, let me share my screen with you and show you. I'm going to show you a Bittrex account, and then I'm going to use it to show you how to set a stop loss. I think just one person said he doesn't understand. Probably when I go over it, you may understand. Let me choose a particular cryptocurrency. Let me choose Rise. Just a random cryptocurrency, really. Again, please don't be bamboozled. In case you're seeing an exchange for the first time, it looks like rocket science to you. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Trust me. With time, as you begin to frequent these sites, you get used to it. All right. It's just like how driving was to you before you learned how to drive. Everything looks difficult until you know how to do it. All right. So don't write yourself off. Don't say, how on earth can I understand all of these graphs and all of these numbers here? Everything looks so strange to me. Please don't write yourself off. It looks strange to you because it's strange to you. The moment you begin to pay attention to it, begin to watch videos and set yourself to understand it, you will understand it. All right. So I'm trying to help you because I know the feelings with newbies. When you show them an exchange, they feel like, oh my goodness, I will never be able to figure this out. Please do not write yourself out. or off, we are here to help you as much as possible. And none of us is a professional. None of us is perfect, actually. We are all learning, all right? We are all work in progress, all right? So don't worry about it. Now, imagine this. Okay, let me even set, I think I have a stop loss on this. Okay, yeah, I have a stop loss on rise. 1 minute, please. Okay. I'll do something live right now so that you can understand. 6, 4, 3, 7. All right, so let me cancel the stop loss I had on rise and then do it afresh so that you understand. All right, now, see, this is a particular one of the cryptocurrencies that is trading on Bittrex, Rise. And I have 397 tokens of this particular coin. I bought it at a particular price. Don't worry about that. Now, I want to set a stop loss on this particular trade. Now, what a stop loss is imagine I bought this particular coin at 7,000 satoshi. All right. Now, I do not want to lose more than 10% of what I invested in this particular cryptocurrency. All right. I'm only interested in losing 10%. In other words, I expect this particular trade to appreciate. Remember, I told you that your trade will either appreciate or depreciate. In other words, you either win or lose. Now, as a trader, you must mitigate against loss. You must not be a one-way trader, expecting to always win. As a smart trader, you position yourself to win, but you also mitigate yourself in case of an unforeseen reversal in the market. Maybe something just happened that you never saw coming, and that trade started to depreciate. You want to say, okay, if that happens, I do not want to lose more than 10%. Now, let's assume that 10% would mean that once this particular coin hits 7,437 satoshi, please sell. Remember, I bought this coin at, say, 7,000 satoshi. If this coin, rather than appreciating, decides to depreciate, once it hits 6,437 satoshi, then at that point, that is my elastic point. I'm not willing to bear any more loss further than that. So I can set my trade to say, even though I bought this coin at 7,000 satoshis, if it ever drops to 6,437 satoshi, please sell. So whether I'm online or not, the system will automatically sell for me. I have only incurred a loss of 10%. A loss of 10% is better than a loss of 50%. So I am the one deciding how much loss I'm willing to take on this trade. So once I do that, even if this particular trade decides to go from 7,000 satoshi to 2,000 satoshi, I will never incur more than 10% loss, because that is what I have set. But if you have set this trade and you do not set a stop loss, and maybe you bought this particular coin at 7,000 satoshi, expecting it to go up, and for some reason you went out, you hung out, or you went to church or whatever, and then on coming back, this particular coin is now selling at 3,500 satoshis. Guess what? You have just lost 50% of your capital. You do not want that to happen. So every single time you set a trade, you must set a stop loss. So you will decide what your stop loss will be. Will it be 5%? Will it be 10%? Or do you want to be more aggressive and say 15 or 20%? All right. Okay, so you would have to come up with that yourself. But by all means, let it hover around 15 to 5%. Either 5, 10, or 15%. You decide what you want your stop loss to be, and then you set that. So I'm going to set a stop loss on this account, and then you will see how easy it is to do. So I just bought Rise at 7,000 Satoshi. I want to set a stop loss so that if it ever hits 6,437 Satoshi, I want it to sell. Now, what do? You click on the available tokens. All right? Once you click on it, it shows here. Now, the reason for this is this. It is also possible that when this coin drops to your stop loss level, that you don't want to sell everything. You could set your stop loss that, okay, if this coin should depreciate to 6,437 Satoshi, sell 50% of my coins. In that case, you would have to manually type 50% of this right here. But for this example, I want to set it to sell everything. So all I need to do is click on the coins here. It automatically shows here. Then under ask here, all right, okay, ensure that this is on ask. The second button here, ensure it is on ask. You can see it's on ask now. Then under limits, click on limit and then click on conditional. The moment you do that, the second conditional opens up. Now, what do? You click on it on the second condition, and then you click on less than or equal to. All right? You click on less than or equal to. In other words, what you are saying is, if this particular coins drops equal to this particular stop loss value, sell. All right? So you click on less than or equal to. All right? Then you want to choose your stop loss. All you need to do is very simple. Is if you decide that your stop loss will be 10% or 15%, do 10% of the capital you invested minus 10% from the capital. What you have is what your stop loss should be. For instance, if you invested 7,000 Satoshi in this coin, what is the 10% of 7,000? That will be 700. So just do 7,000 minus 700. That will give you 6,300, right? So your stop loss will be 6,300 Satoshi. I hope that is clear. Let me say that one more time. If you bought this coin for 7,000 and you decided that your stop loss will be 10% or 15%, just do 10% of your capital, which is 7,000. 10% of 7,000 is 700. Then minus the 10% from the capital, which will be 7,000 minus 700. That will give you 6,300. So your stop loss will be 6,300. In other words, you are saying that if this coin drops to 6,300 from the 7,000 that you bought, please sell. Now, this is where the test of the Satoshi value that we learned will come to play. I want to set my stop loss to 6,437. All right, 6,430, because I actually bought this particular coin at 7,000. I bought it at 7,152 Satoshis. All right. So 10% of that, I want to set my stop loss at 6,437. Now, imagine this. Now, let me make this more difficult. So I've removed everything. I want to set my stop loss at 6,437. Based on what you just learned on Satoshi value, what do? You write in your 6,437. This is 6,437. How many numbers are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many zeros do I need to add to this to make it 8? 4 zeros. So you add 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So I now have 8. All I need to do now, add another 0, and the decimal. All right, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 numbers after the decimal. So this is 6,437 satoshis. Is that okay? Now I want to copy this. All right, I'll copy it and then also place it here. So I copy the same thing and then place it here. All right, so this is how much I'm willing to lose on this particular cryptocurrency. All right, so once you have done that, this is the total number of coins. This is the minimum I'm willing to lose, or the maximum I'm willing to lose on this coin. I bought it for 7,152 satoshis. I'm willing to hold it until I make a loss, until it depreciates to 6,437 satoshi. Once it hits 6,437 satoshi, automatically the system will sell. So what do I do after I have done this? Remember, the same satoshi value here is what I put here. Now this is the total amount of, that is 6,437 satoshi times 397 tokens will give you 0.02 BTC. All right. So once I do that, I set sell rise. All right. And then I click confirm. So once you click on confirm, your order has been placed, but it will not be executed immediately until this particular coin depreciates to 6,437 satoshis. All right. Right now, you can see that this particular coin is still at 7,317 satoshis. All right. 7,317 satoshis. That is what it is right now. So it will not execute. It will only execute if it falls to 6,437 satoshi. So if you scroll down, you will see the order right here, 6,437 satoshi. It will be right here until, if this particular coin depreciates to this point, then it will activate. All right, exactly. So this is what setting a stop loss is. Now another thing you can do is this. Let me use this particular coin again. I bought this coin at 7,150 satoshi. Now this coin has appreciated to 7,317 satoshi. I can actually adjust my stop loss. I can actually increase my stop loss to, say, 7,200 satoshi. What does that mean? It means that if this coin, after appreciating to 7,317 satoshi, decides to start coming down again, once it hits 7,200 satoshi, it will sell. That way, I already locked in some profit for myself. All right, so I can also do that, but no need to do that for this particular coin, because I'm very, very certain it's going to go way above this. All right. So guys, that is what it means to determine how much loss you want to take on any particular trade you put in, or in other words, what it means to set up a stop loss. So I'll stop sharing my screen and ask if we understand what I just explained. Okay. Okay, guys, we're doing some assignment here while I was there. Okay, awesome. Maz, you are correct. AP, you were correct. All right. Let me see something. Let me scroll up and see some. Folashade say, aha, you just talked to me. Okay, what did I say about you? Folashade, drop me a chat. What did I say about you? We are students always. Yes, yes, we are. Maz say, after church, you hope it goes higher or you haven't prayed correctly. Maz. Tola says, at that point of 50% loss, you will be asking when moon. Exactly. Oh. You almost be praying, and then you'll be agitating, you'll be under pressure all of a sudden. All right. Amir says, which of the 3 crypto websites you mentioned earlier do you recommend using? No. See, the way it works is this. There are some coins, you can never find every coin on a particular crypto exchange. That is why it is good you have an account in as many of those exchanges as possible. There are times when a particular coin you want to buy will not be on a particular exchange. You need to go on another exchange to buy it. So Amir, to that extent, you need to open an account with multiple exchanges. I give out about 7, but for the purpose of this particular training, just go ahead and create accounts with these 3: Binance, Bittrex, and KuCoin. All right, just do that and you should be fine. With time, you can also open more, but for now, these 3 should be fine. Most of the signals you would get will be on this on these 3 particular exchanges. All right. Anthony says, Atola, if it's a coin with good fundamental, at 50% loss, you can as well leave it to bounce back. Absolutely. But then, why should you allow yourself to be to be at a 50% loss? All right. Let me give you an example. It's just like saying Barcelona is playing Leicester. Okay. So Barcelona is so sure that they will beat Leicester. So they now decide to allow Leicester score them 4-0 because they believe they will bounce back. Why put yourself under unnecessary pressure? All right. What if for some reason Leicester decide to build a wall so formidable in front of their goalpost that you are not able to score 4 to respond to those 4 goals before the end of the game? How about that? All right. So even though you're sure that a particular coin has solid fundamentals, you shouldn't allow yourself to go down 50%. You should also still protect yourself, mitigate yourself. All right. All right. So, Mr. Easy say, please, what are the crypto website names? I already gave them now. Bittrex, Binance, and KuCoin. Just scroll up, you will see it, Mr. Izu. All right. Just scroll up, you will see it. All right. Anthony has even helped you. Bittrex, okay. Binance and KuCoin. Just type them on Google and the URL will show. Even though Tola helped us earlier on to type those things on the chat. That's why I said always have your notes with you so that you can take notes. All right? And someone say, what if it goes higher? Yeah, if it goes higher, I already explained that. If it goes higher, you can adjust your stop loss. All right? Okay. Kuma say, wow, I'm grateful for the knowledge shared. I never knew how to put a stop loss on Bittrex. Thanks again. Okay, you're welcome, brother. Thanks, boss. Okay, good. Very clear. Okay. Oluwashon say, well understood now. I really knew about setting a take profit before, but now I know about setting a stake. Okay, awesome. Magnus said, I wish you can go over it again. Okay, you would have to watch the video again. Okay, you watch the video again. And the tie said to be clearer when we watch again. Yes, definitely. Just watch again to be clearer. Okay, Bittrex not accepting new registration. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, do Binance and KuCoin for now then, and wait for Bittrex when they start accepting new registration. Yeah, KuCoin. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's go on, man. Let's go on. So that is over and done with. Everybody here should know how to set a stop loss. If you do not know that yet, just rewatch the video again and again. All right. Let me go over 4 things you must take note of as a crypto trader. 4 things you must take note of as a crypto trader. All right. This is very, very important. Please write. You will need this note. Please write. 4 things you must always take note of as a crypto trader. Number 1, once a signal is called, it is possible for that coin to still dip further before it begins to rally up. So for instance, if I call a signal, say, buy rice for 7,150 Satoshi, and then you go on Bittrex and you buy it at 150 Satoshi, it is possible for you to still go down to 7,130 something, 40 something. It's possible for that to happen. So do not panic and say, hey, this coin rather than go up is going down, and then you sell at a loss. No, do not do that. All right? Okay? So always know that it is possible for that to happen. Okay? That is number one. Number two thing you need to understand is you must always set a stop loss on every single trade you put in on the exchange. All right? Always set a stop loss. Always set a stop loss to mitigate yourself whenever you put on a trade. Number three is risk management. Risk management. Chang Chu says Ether Data has no stop loss. Now, Ether Data is an advanced exchange. If you're not an advanced trader, then I will not encourage you to trade on Ether Data. It's for advanced traders, all right? So please stay away from Ether Data. Okay, you are an advanced trader. Good luck. Don't worry. We are not, most of the people here are not advanced traders at all. So we are fine with Binance, with KuCoin, and all of those other exchanges. Repeat number one again. Number one is that when a signal is called, it is possible for that particular coin to still dip further than the signal. That it is possible for it to still depreciate further from what the signal was. So if a signal is called for 7,100 Satoshi, it is possible for it to still depreciate to 7,050 or 7,026 or 7,010 Satoshi. It is possible for that to happen before it now starts going up. So do not fret, do not be afraid, all right? That is number one. Number two, always set a stop loss on all your trades. Very important. Number three, risk management. Understand that it is better to win small than to lose big, especially when you're starting out. What happens is this. When you're starting out trading, risk management is very key, man, guys. Very, very key. Because what happens is, once you are new in trading, if you do not protect yourself and you lose big, it discourages you from trading. I've seen people who gave up on trading because they lost big as newbies. And so they were devastated, and then they decided that they were not going to trade. So especially when you're new, you want to play safe. It's better that you win small than that you lose big. All right? So to that extent, always set your stop loss. Very, very important. Okay? And just like I also mentioned, as your trade starts going up, you can also adjust your stop loss, all right, to increase the profit you are taking from that trade. You can adjust your stop loss as your trade starts appreciating. The reason for this is because imagine you bought a trade at 7,100 Satoshi. The trade moved up to 8,500 Satoshi, and you're happy. You're expecting it to keep moving up further, and then you decide to go out, maybe hang out with friends or go do something, and then there was no stop loss on that particular trade, and then that trade, rather than go up, decided to reverse, and then went from 8,500 Satoshi to 7,050 Satoshi. So you are just gone from a position of profit to a position of loss. All right? That is why it is very, very important to always set a stop loss on your trade, since you will not always sit in front of your laptop. And of course, that you're a trader does not mean you should be a slave to your laptop. So once you set a stop loss, you can just go out and do whatever you want to do. Then another thing is this. You would have to decide for yourself. But please, as a new trader, try as much as possible not to put all your capital in one single trade. If I was in the US, I would tell you I'm not a financial advisor. I do not have the right to tell you what to do or what not to do with your money. I'm just giving you a friendly advice. You could lose, you could win. I would say that if I was in the US, all right? So to that extent, I do not want to be the one telling you what percentage of your trading capital to apportion to different portfolios. But I would say divide your trading capital into bits. You can do 10%, you can do 15%. If you decide to do 10 or 15%, what that would mean is that you never put in more than 10% of your trading capital on a particular trade. All right? You always want to diversify your portfolio. Very, very important. You always want to diversify your portfolio. Don't put everything on one trade. Now, let me tell you what happens. If you decide to put all your money on one trade, then you can be on the sidelines for a very long time. Let me explain this with soccer. Imagine you're a footballer and then you get injured. What happens? You're going to have to watch a number of games on the sidelines because you're not fit to play. That's exactly what will happen to you if you're a trader. Say you're trading with 0.5 Bitcoin, and then because you believe that a particular signal is very strong, you are so sure, and then you put the entire 0.5 signal on that particular coin, and for some reason, there's a reversal, there's a depreciation, and then you lose money. Now, what will happen is that for a while, you will be on the sidelines. You will not be able to take any trades because you would have to wait for your trade for that trade to bounce back. So for that period you're waiting for God knows how long, you are injured. You are an injured player. You can only watch from the sidelines what other people are doing. You cannot play because you don't have money to play with. All your money has been tied down in a particular trade. All right, so you do not want to do that. So you spread your risk. Very, very important. Spread your risk. All right. And then another thing is this. I always like to do this. Never, okay, let me not say never because that's a strong word. Try to have some of your trading capital held in Bitcoin. All right. I always try not to use all my Bitcoin to trade. The reason is this. If you use all your Bitcoins to trade, it is possible that you will get a signal of a particular awesome trade and you do not have Bitcoin to take advantage of that trade. All your Bitcoins are already in one trade or the other. It's also possible that you are not yet in a position to close any of those trades. So you allow a very good trade to pass you by because you do not have any Bitcoin, available. So I always try to keep a Bitcoin just in case. Keep Bitcoin. Don't forget that Bitcoin is also a good investment, all right? So it is not as if you must invest in an altcoin before you're making money. Your Bitcoin is also appreciating. You're also making money with your Bitcoin. So always try to keep some of your trading capital in Bitcoin. Yeah, Cryptopia is good. I am somewhere. Cryptopia is good. Always try to keep some of your trading capital in Bitcoin so that you can take advantage of signals at any particular time. All right. Okay. So I just mentioned about 5 or 6 things you should take note of. All right. I said I was going to give 4, but I ended up giving about 5 or 6. Those are the things you need to take note of as a crypto trader. Also, as a crypto trader, once you get a signal, it is your responsibility to decide. Now, hold on, guys. Let me say this. It is not every signal that you should ride on. Okay? It is not every signal that you should ride on. All right? So there are times when you could get like 5 signals at once. So you need to decide out of these 5, how many do I want to ride on? Do I want to ride on the 5? Or do I want to ride on the 2 or 3? What informs how many you decide to ride on, all right? That will be answered by you because we are different. We are traders with different risk appetite. So it is not compulsory that you should ride on every trade. And try not to have so many trades open because when you have so many trades open, you may not be able to monitor them, all right? So try not to have too many trades opened, all right? Very, very important. Very, very important. What next am I talking on? Okay, so far so good. Give me a yes if so far so good. If you understand what I've talked about so far, give me a yes. So far so good. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay, awesome. So far so good. So far so good. Okay. So Asra, be warming up. We are getting to where I'm going to usher you in. But I want to say something. Asra last week talked about her boot camp, about people who she's going to mentor personally to get them to make a lot of money in 2018. All right. So in this call, she's going to be calling out, I believe, names of the people she has chosen to work directly with her. Now, but before I usher Asra in to take us on the second half of this particular webinar, there's something I want to mention. Now, I mentioned some time ago about a signal group that will be starting. All right, and the objective of this group. Now, guys, understand this very well, because when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. The purpose of the signal group is to help you make money in the short term while you're learning trading. Either it is forex trading or crypto trading. All right, whichever one tickles your fancy, it's fine. The essence of the signal group we are starting is to help you make money in the interim while you're learning the crypto or forex trading. Because one of the challenges we've had, or one of the things that people have told us is a challenge, is when they come on board IML. Remember, IML is a platform that teaches you forex trading and crypto trading. Why am I actively promoting IML? Very simple. At one time or the other, I have promoted some other platforms that promise that you could invest some money with them. They'll help you to trade, and you get 1% or 1.5% every day and all of that. All right. Myself and some people, Tola that is here, I'm sure also, got involved at one time or the other in such platforms. But as we get wiser in the crypto industry, we get to understand that those things are actually not the best way to go. If financial freedom is your goal, you must understand one principle of financial freedom. What is it? You must be in control of your money. You must be in control of your money. Let me say that again. You must be in control of your money. For every time you are not in control of your money, you are not on the path to financial freedom. Let me say that again. It's very serious. For every time you are not in control of your money, you are not on the path to financial freedom. I don't care what platform it is. They tell you, give us a amount, we'll give you 1% every day. That is rubbish. You are not in control of your financial freedom. I read one time, Michael Jordan was supposed to buy a particular basketball team, and then dying minute, he called it off. He was no longer going to buy. And so they scheduled him for an interview, and they asked him, why did you call off the deal? And he said that he noticed that his partners do not have the same vision as he does. And he will not be in control of his investment, and that he never puts his money in anywhere where he's not in control. So that is the number one principle of financial freedom. Always be in control of your money. Even if you lose that money, let it be that you are the one that lost it. You are going to learn a thing or two. But when you give somebody your money and he loses that money, you will learn nothing. All right? Rather, you will be despair. You will be in despair. You will be very, very devastated and heartbroken. So number one thing, be in control. Always be in control of your money. And that is why, in fact, there was this particular platform, I'm not going to mention that name, I put in 15.5 Bitcoins in that platform. And then they paid me for 2 or 3 months and then stories. All right? 15.5 Bitcoin, my guy. That's about, I don't know, that's a lot of money today. That's a lot of money in the thousands of dollars today. All right? Somebody help me with the calculation. 15.5 Bitcoin, how much would that be in dollars? All right? Just do 15.5 times whatever Bitcoin is today. How much would that be in dollars? Somebody help me. Just type on the chat box. How much would that be? That is the amount I put in a particular platform. And then you just understand that you are only helping the owners of those platforms to make money. You are not the one making money. Man, say $150,000. All right? Okay, Mr. Easy say $163,000. Yes, that is the amount that I foolishly put into a particular platform, believing that they are going to be giving me a particular amount every day. Now, that didn't happen. I have lost that money. All right? So I learned the hard way, guys. You do not need to make the mistakes I made. You do not need to make the mistakes I made. I would have been better off if I learned how to trade and I am trading with my 15.5 Bitcoin. Now, if I was trading with my 15.5 Bitcoin, believe you me, to be conservative, I would have been able to get that 15.5 Bitcoin to 50 Bitcoins right now. I would have been able to do that. But because I gave it to somebody or to a group of people who said they would trade for me, I lost it. Now, this is exactly why I'm so passionate about IML. You're not giving your money to IML, you're only paying what I call school fees to learn. The same way you pay your school fees, you get into school and you learn. That is the way IML is. You pay your school fees, the platform is there for you, the videos are structured from basic to intermediate to advanced. You watch these videos and then you learn to trade yourself. Whatever money, whatever capital you're able to raise, you use it yourself to trade. Now, here is where the signal group we are starting is coming in. Remember, the signal is not for you to get relaxed that we are getting signals, so I can just be trading on these signals and making money. No. The signal is just to help you make money in the interim while you are committing to learning. All right? The signal is for you to make money in the interim while you are committed to learning the skill of trading. Because once you learn that skill, you have learned it forever. Nobody can take it away from you. Do you understand that? So the signal is going to be launched very soon. We're just waiting for the crypto market to really balance up before we start. All right, the crypto market is still really shaky right now. We want it to balance up before we start. So please, that signal does not substitute your IML Academy. It does not substitute your IML TV. So if you're here and you are not even on IML yet, then you need to get involved because you need to learn that skill yourself. So what I have decided to do, because I read this research. That research says this. It says, only 5% of the people make things happen. 25% watch things happen. And 70% don't even know that anything is happening. Let me say that again. Only 5% of the people make things happen. 25% watch things happen. And 70% do not even know that anything is happening. And Malcolm Gladwell was the one that said, the tipping point is achieved when the square root of a population is transformed. All right? The tipping point, for you to have, to get to that point where there is a tipping point, where there is a transformation, you only need the square root of the people to get involved. So initially, I was going to launch the signal group for everybody, whether you're on IML or not. But I've changed my mind. Now, what I want to do, just to protect the integrity of what we want to achieve with IML. What we want to achieve with IML is that I have a group of people, a bunch of people who are committed to learn the skill of forex trading and crypto trading, or forex and or crypto trading. All right? It's either you learn the two or you learn one or the other. Everything right there is on IML. It's an amazing, I call it the Ivy League school of trading, whether it is forex or crypto. There is no reason at all for you not to join. Now, what I want to do with the Signal group is this. Only people who are members of IML and are at least P150 will join that group. You not only need to be a member of IML, you need to be minimum P150. That is, you join and then you have 3 people who you have brought on board. Why? Why am I doing that? Simple. Because that is the proof that I have that you're serious. That is the proof that I have that you are committed in the learning process. All right? So I'm going to allow only the people. I do not expect everybody to be in that group, so that people, because people have a way of not appreciating what they get for free. People pay as much as $200 a month, for some Signal group. I'm not comfortable charging for this group. It's going to be free and always free, but I want to be sure that it is for people who are committed to the process. All right. So you must be a member of IML, and you must bring minimum 3 people, and then you are in my Signals group. All right, that is what I want to do. That is what I want to do. So once that happens, you are sure that the Signals will be making you money while you are learning, while you are committed to learning the skill of trading. If you are not on IML, then I do not have the proof that you are even serious at all. If you're on IML, I still do not have the proof that you are committed to the process. I've had people who joined IML and after 1 month, they are out. They are still not committed to the process. So I want to be sure you are committed, and the way for you to prove to me that you're committed to this process, that I am raising a people that will, bring about this tipping point I mentioned, is that okay. Now, somebody is asking, AP says, what if you are serious about trading but not concentrating on the marketing side? All right, let me ask you. Now, since I'm giving you the Signals for free, how do you pay me? What is the justification that I have to give it to you for free? If you are focused on trading, all right, you are only focused on trading, and then you want to join the Signals group, why should I have you on that Signals group? That is the question. Why should I have you on the Signals group? The reason why I need you to bring in 3 people is that I need the organization to grow. I need you to help me create awareness. The awareness I will need you to help me create is learning crypto trading. All right? That is the awareness I need you to help me create. If we have more people that know this skill, then we will have less people who engage in Ponzi. All right? If I had a mentor who channeled me right on learning the skill of crypto trading, today my 15.5 Bitcoin will still be with me. And definitely I would have been able to grow it to 50 Bitcoin or something, or even something more than that, really. So if you are only focused on trading, you're not interested in the marketing side, then fine, you do not need to be in the Signal group. You do not need to be in the Signal group. Yeah, Astra said, and it shows that you are actually trading. I was showing my demo result and I became Pew. Okay, yeah. So that is that, guys. That is that, guys. That is that, guys. So that is how it's going to roll with me. So as soon as you hit ranks, P150, you contact me, I add you to the group, and bam, you begin to have those signals. All right? So at this point in time, somebody is going to be asking, okay, what is this IML about? Really, Dan is saying, I must join IML, I must bring 3 people for me to get in on the signal and start, getting free signals almost every day that I can trade with and make money for myself. How exactly can I qualify? So at this point, I'm going to bring Ashra on to explain to us. I have a whole lot of people today who probably have not heard about IML, and how IML is an amazing, awesome platform to learn the skill of crypto and forex trading. Remember, you can decide to learn the two, you can decide to learn one or the other. You only pay for once you pay, you can decide to learn any one of the two or the both. So at this point, I'm going to invite Ashra to take us on IML. All right, Ashra, thanks for joining us once again. You have the floor. Take it away.
Dan, thank you. What an intense training. I've never taken so many notes. I felt like I was taking an exam. That's how intense. What I'll do is this, because I know this is the moment of truth, right? I know some people are plugged in to hear who the selected members are going to be. So I'll start with that, and then I can wrap it up with the IML presentation to share with the new guys how you can learn from forex trading and crypto trading, okay? So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to read out the message that was sent out today in our WhatsApp group. So something I've done before in my career with students of mine that's really, really helped people go on to the next level is a mentorship program, but it's very intense. That's why my mentor used to call it a boot camp, right? So he would call it a boot camp, and it was very, very intense one-on-one mentorship with a few people, one-on-one with the mentor, and then with this small group, to a point that it was so intense, either it would make you or it would break you, right? So I did make it very, very clear in the message today that please only put your name forward if you want to be a part of this boot camp mentorship program to build you into leaders. If you are looking to go all in, all out, and you are very serious about this, like you are looking to go chairman, you are looking to build a 6-figure income. This is not for people who are taking it lightly. So I'm going to be picking, I've picked 8 individuals who will be working directly with me. Now, there's no rank requirement, there's no money requirement, there's no income requirement. I've picked people who are not a rank. I picked people that might be brand new, and I picked people who may be more serious about trading, okay? So I've only picked the people who have sent their names forward. So if your name doesn't get picked, and you weren't even on my list at all, it's because your name was not put forward. So this message was sent out. Firstly, it was announced last week. Dan, was it Wednesday? I think we did it on Wednesday where we announced it. Where I will be picking some people from Dan's team, some people from Ardi's team who will work directly with me. It does not matter if you were directly signed up by me or not. It does not matter if you are 10 levels down. Doesn't matter, okay? As long as your name was put forward and you fit the criteria. There was criteria. I'm going to read out the message that was written in the group today. So I put Leadership Bootcamp. As promised, I had told you all that I shall be picking individuals who will be working directly with me for at least 3 weeks. These individuals will be coached every single day by myself. And I have one-to-one mentorship. I'm looking to take these people up the ranks. If you wanted to be selected, then you were to give your name to either Dan or Ardi. If you are not in their teams, then message me directly, but only if you are not in their teams. Ardi and Dan have sent me their list, okay? And this was the criteria, right, for you to get picked. So number one, what I looked at is attendance on webinars. Even when there's 100 people, trust me, I know who's on and I know who's not on. So I'm looking at who's regularly plugging in and actually attending. Number two, this was a big one. This was a real big one. Number two was communication in my WhatsApp group. And the WhatsApp group is called IML Trade and Network. If you are somebody who doesn't even communicate in that group, I've been ever since last Wednesday, I've been watching this group like a hawk. This WhatsApp group right here where it says IML Trade and Network. Because if you communicate in a group, it shows me you're a team player. It shows me you are somebody who's looking to work with people, not against them. It shows me you are selfless, that you are caring, that you want to build relationships, that you are here to help others. And that is what iMarket Cyber is all about. And that is what teamwork is all about. If you are somebody where I don't see your name every single, if you are a team player, and there are team players on this call, because your name, I see it every single day. Doesn't have to be all day, 24 hours, but I see your name in there. So I know who the team players are and I know who aren't. So if you're on the call today thinking, oh gosh, I read all the messages, but I never say anything, you're not a team player. So you know straight away that you would not be picked. So number 2 was a big one, communication in the group, because I only want to work with team players. I only want to work with people who care about others, that want to build relationships with others, that want to help one another. That's the kind of person I want to work with. Number 3 is communication with myself and with their current upline. So there are some people who don't directly communicate with me, that's fine. But as long as your communication with your upline is good, whether it be Dan, whether it be Ardi, whether it be somebody else, that's fine as well. But it was number 1 and number 2 that I really paid attention to. I was watching that group, and I always do anyway. I watch that group like a hawk. I know who sends a welcome message. I know who responds when I write something. I know who jumps out to help when somebody needs help. I know. I watch it like a hawk. So then I put, what have else I written? Please do not put your name forward if you are not looking to go all in. This boot camp will be very intense. This is only for the serious, not for the curious. So, okay, I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna actually go through people that I have selected now. Another thing that I paid attention to, guys, this is something not written in there. This is me, because you'll be surprised, but there will be some platinum leaders that are not selected, right? Because I do trainings with certain leaders, with platinum members, with new members, all sorts. I'm always talking to people within my team, and I always give out instructions, because if anyone's serious, they will take instructions on board, apply it, and take their business to the next level. Now, I've noticed with certain, I'm going to say leaders in quotes, right? Because that word leader is a very, very important word. I don't like to give it out freely. You really, in my opinion, you really have to have earned that role of leadership, which is why when I do address Dan, I do call him a leader. I do call him one of my top leaders, because he really has earned that title. And I'm sure you guys will agree as well. So I'm going to say leaders in quotes. So some leaders that I work with, I'll give instructions, and the next day they're forgotten. They don't even know what is to be done, and they don't even know what the instructions were and haven't done it. So I know I pay attention to all the little things. I had a mentor who is now the 6th highest earner in the world in home business. He's on around $850,000 per month. Something he would always say, and he's drilled this line into my head. He would say, Asra, it's all about the little details. Pay attention to the little details. So I did. So you might be thinking, oh gosh, that's a bit harsh. I did this meeting, didn't follow that instruction, but it's the little details that counts, right? Okay, so let me go through the moment of truth, right? Can you put a 111 in the chat if we're excited to see the 8 that's been selected? Someone's put 2, right, there we go, following instructions. Someone's put a 222, cannot follow instructions. They're not in the boot camp, right? Okay, cool. Right, so the first person asked, and another thing as well, if they're not on the call and I'm not aware that they're not on the call, because there are some people I'm going to list out and they're not on the call, but they've let me know. So that's fine. But if they're not on the call and I'm not aware, then I'm going to be replacing you with somebody else, okay? So the very first person then, right, this is somebody that I have literally started to grow a relationship with for about a week. So I've known him for about a week now. I've not had a chance yet to have a full-on proper conversation with this individual, but I've just noticed him in the group all the time. This is somebody who's just always willing to help people. He's always on the webinars. He's always recording. He's built relationships with people. I mean, I made a group for the Abuja event, okay? I'm gonna share details with the event that's happening in Nigeria, because there are some people going. I made a group for the Abuja event, and this individual is already organizing meeting with people. Hey, let's meet up today. Let's meet up with you. And I really admire that. Like I said, I love anyone that is a team player. I love anybody that is very, very selfless. So I really hope he's. Oh, actually, no. I think he said he's not on the call. But Chinedu is the first person. Are you on, Chinedu? Put it in the chat, Chinedu, if you're in. Yeah, I see you. Chinedu, you are the first person to be selected. I applaud you because, you know, I've not even had a proper conversation with you yet, but not only have I noticed you, others have noticed you as well. So, you know, you've really, really earned this position in the mentorship program. So that's Chinedu. Second person, okay. This is somebody I've known for a little while. I've built, so that's Chinedu from Nigeria. That's number one is from Nigeria. Number two is also from Nigeria, okay? So number two, then, this is somebody who I've known for a little while now. He's built a very good relationship with me. He's serious. So even Dan at one point, when we were discussing this, even Dan said, this guy is serious. This guy can go far, right? You know, and I think the same of this person as well. I just feel that with the right coaching, if somebody's already willing, has a burning desire to learn, someone's got a burning desire, is ready to go all out, just with the right coaching and guiding them here and there, I really feel you can get full potential out of this person. I like to call him my twin. Now he knows who he is. Twin, put a hello in the chat. Twin, put a hello in the chat so everyone knows. So my twin is Olusegun. He knew he was getting selected anyway. You know something I said to Olusegun? I said, Olusegun, listen, right? When he messaged me saying, Asra, I want to be part of this program. I really want to be part of it. I said, Olusegun, listen, you do realize this is intense. Guys, Dan, I didn't even tell you this because the mentorship program that I will run is what my mentor taught to me. There were nights where I was in tears. And when I ran my mentorship program, I had some of my students who were also my friends leave the business and be distraught saying, Asra is a boss, Asra is a dictator, she's worse than Hitler. That's how intense the mentorship program is, because it literally is listen, do, and go ahead with it. There's no questioning. And that's why only 8 people are selected. The amount of messages I got, Dan, you got messages, Ardi got messages, 8 have been selected. I was getting, Dan, I'm going to show you some of my voice notes that I got. They are emotional. Really emotional. So it was it was very difficult to pick these 8. I had to be so smart. And please don't think that because you haven't been selected, it's because you're not serious. Some of you guys are serious, but the issue is you might be too new. This mentorship program is intense. It's the reason why I became who I am today, because it really built me as an entrepreneur. So you might just be too new, and I don't want to break you just yet. I want to make you, not break you just yet, okay? That's number 2. Number 3, this is somebody I don't know, but I've gotten to know through the group. I told you, I'm watching that group like a hawk. So this individual, he wrote, he's always active, and then there was one message that he wrote that just caught my attention. And he wrote a paragraph. It was addressed to me. And he spoke about how he had watched my beginner's launch training for the 3rd time. And in this message, he actually wrote word to word, some of the things that I said, right? I really hope he's on this call, okay? But when he wrote that message, I mean, I already did notice him because he was so active in the group, and he communicates with me. He's already piquing interest, and I just want to give him that guidance to really, really get him to excel. Another thing I just want to mention about Olusegun, right? Olusegun, give us a wave so we all know who you are, twin. Olusegun is in Lagos and is traveling all the way to Abuja for the event. Now, is that not commitment? And Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, is it 4 hours?
4 You're talking about almost 10 hours by road.
No. Almost 10 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey. I was impressed by 4 hours. With 10 hours, I'm shocked. So can you see that is commitment to me? So as soon as Olusegun texts me saying I'm not missing this event, he arranged his accommodation with his friend and has got it sorted. I knew this is a winner. This is a real winner. Okay, that's Olusegun. Now the third person, like I said, this third person, he's very active in the group, and then I saw this message and he just really got my attention. I was like, wow, this is someone who really is serious and not curious. And because of that message where he actually wrote word to word what I had said in that training, and he watches my trainings again and again and again. So I really hope you're on the call. From Nigeria, Daniel, the one, let me see the surname because there's quite a few Daniels. But the Daniel who is, Olusegun, what's his surname? The Daniel who's from our group. Do you know him as well?
Is that Daniel Godwin?
If he's not on the call, then he can't be on. Do you think, Dan, do you know who I'm talking about? Is it Daniel who signed up?
I have a Daniel. Is it Daniel Godwin? Is that him?
Hang on.
Olusegun.
Okay, let me show you the picture. It's this one. If he's not on the call, he's not in. I'm replacing him.
Okay, Daniel Godwin. Oh, please don't replace him.
He's not on the.
Very committed. Please don't replace him.
If you are on this call, please.
Is he on this call?
He is very committed, I know, because he watches my trainings again on repeat, the record. Why is he not on this call, or has he left? Oh, no, sorry, no, actually, no. He was on the call, but he goes in and out.
Yeah, probably.
He goes in and out all the time. Okay, I'll have a chat with him anyway, because I know he was on the call from the beginning.
Yeah, please.
He told me that every day. So I'll have a chat with him anyway. So they are 3 from Nigeria. Okay. And the next person and the one after, they're not on the call because they're in a. Sorry? Dan, I'm losing you.
Can you hear me?
Is it just me or have we lost Dan? Somebody write something in the chat. Is it just me?
I'm here. Can you hear me? I can hear you loud and clear.
They're saying yes, we've all lost you. You're breaking up.
But
now you're back.
Can you hear me now?
Now we're back.
No, you won't lose me, AK. You won't.
Yes. Okay, Dan, I'm just going to finish the list then.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me finish the list. Okay, so the next person, the 4th and 5th person, they're not on the call because they're in a complete different time zone. So the 4th person is somebody who messaged me on social media. This person has worked relentlessly hard. He's from Dubai. So that's Shahmid, right? So Shahmid, so Olusegun and Chinedu and Daniel, you guys will be working with Shahmid as well. The 5th one is a lady from Philippines who's really committed, very serious. She's not on the call because it's silly o'clock where she is. Josephine from Philippines. Okay, the 6th person, he's told me that he's not on the call, but I don't know if he managed to get him, but I'm sure people on the call will know who he is, but I don't think he is on the call. Anyway, this person came into the business not so long ago and has been working ridiculously hard. His communication with me is top. He's watching my recordings, taking notes on it as well, watching my recordings at 2-3 a.m., always communicating with myself, always communicating in the group, very young. I do see a lot of potential in this person. So the 6th person, he's not on the call, but that is Jay. Jay, if you did get a chance to sneak on, put something in the chat, but otherwise, Jay, you've been selected. Okay, the 7th person. It's getting towards the end. We've got number 7 and then number 8, and we're done. So number 7 is somebody, again, who from day one has been really supportive. Something about this person is this person's very helpful of others. Again, like I said, I really pay attention to who the team player is. This person is the definition of a team player. Always willing to help, always active in the group. Any help anyone needs is always there. Actually, do you know what? I'll say number 7 and number 8 together because they're both very similar in terms of character. So in terms of, I really see great leadership in both these 2 individuals, and these are both from the UK. Okay, so now we're going on to UK. So we have 3 from Nigeria, 1 Dubai, 1 Philippines, 1 from UK, that is Jay, and I had 2 more from UK, right? So these 2 individuals, very selfless, very caring. I see really good leadership qualities in them. They focus a bit more on the trading. So now I want to get them really to excel with the networking. And I just feel like, again, with the right guidance and a massive push. And the reason, again, why I put these 2 in is they've built a very good relationship with me. And I really feel that they can take the push now, a really big push without crumbling, right? So number 7, number 8 is Tatiana and Muzard. Somebody put something in the chat. There we go, Muzard. I can see Muzard. He's waving. And is Tatiana on the chat?
I'm happy for
on the
him.
call. Yeah, there we go. She's on. So that is at 8. Number 1, Chinedu, Nigeria. Number 2.
Asra, am I losing you?
of your attendance all the time. I always say it, 80% of success is showing up. I see Olusegun plugging into my calls when it's 11. He's in the office. He plugs into my calls. I see him plugging into the same training again and again and again. I see Muzzer doing the same thing. Tatiana's doing the same thing. I see people like even Shamid. You guys will know Shamid. It'll be 3 a.m. his time. The reason why he's not on the call right now is because I had to force him to not come on the call. Otherwise, he'll stay up. We'll go to sleep and stay up to come back on. I've got people like Chinedu, who, you know, something I love Chinedu is he's relentless. Like he wanted a recording and he did not leave me alone for the recording. The Usra, can I have the recording? Can I have the recording? So I'm looking for people that have got real good leadership characteristics that then other people will want to follow, right? Now, people that didn't get selected, some of you guys are serious, but I don't want to break you. Some of you guys might be platinum members. And actually, I didn't select a single platinum member, if I'm correct. Actually, apart from one. Right, so some platinum members didn't get selected because, again, I look at following instructions. You know, I always give platinum members and some people that work who aren't a platinum member that work closely with me, I give instructions. Hey, get this done, get that done. Some people don't even want to write it down. Don't even want to write it down. And you guys hear me say the same line again and again. The note takers are the money makers, right? So if you guys are taking notes, there's no instruction you can miss. There's no instruction you can forget about, and so forth. So this mentorship program, we're going to start properly tomorrow. We're going to get on a call. And not only are we going to be working together, but also there's going to be a lot of one-to-one. That's why there's only 8. To be honest, I was trying to cut it down to 5. And then I just felt bad because of all the messages and the voice notes I was getting. So I was like, okay, Astra, we can stretch it to maybe 6, and 6 became 7 and 7. But 8, I had to stop at 8. I really can't go any more than 8. So we're going to be doing this 8 of us together for 3 weeks minimum. And I'm going to see if we carry on. Okay, are we going to carry on for 3 weeks, or am I going to replace? We're either going to carry on or I'm going to replace. It'll be one of the two. So I'm going to have to really see how you guys take it. Some of you guys might break. Some of you guys might crumble. Some of you guys might call Dan. Or might call my upline or whatever. Might even go to my upline saying she's a dictator. I'm not working with her ever again. She's worse than Hitler. Some of you guys might do that, right? So let's see how it goes. You know, I have had people completely leave the business beforehand because of this. What I'll do now that we've done that, okay, I know that I meant to share the iMarket Live opportunity. What is IML? Dan's been saying IML. What on earth is it? Can you write a number 2 in the chat if you have never seen the iMarket Live presentation before? Please be honest. I really need to know. If you have not seen this iMarket Live presentation before. Put a number 2 in the chat so I know. Okay, no one's putting it. This is good news. All people are too scared. Okay, one person put a number 2. Cool. Thank you for being honest, Kunle. Thank you for your honesty. Anybody else want to write a number 2? If you have never seen the IML presentation before, Dami, number 2, thank you for your honesty. Anyone else, number 2? Okay. Next Kit. Interesting name, Next Kit. Is that your real name, I wonder? No, I didn't think so. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do a full presentation. This is going to be a refresher. I'm just going to go through the products. What is IML? How do you get started? How do you start trading? How do you learn to trade? So this is iMarket Live, okay? So this is what Dan kept talking about, IML. IML is short for iMarket Live, okay? So yes, it's Forex trading and crypto trading is both. Right now, the company is very big in Forex. Very, very big in Forex. And just how big it is in Forex is going to become just as big with cryptocurrency. So we're trading Forex and we're trading crypto. Now you guys are all crypto experts. You know exactly what cryptocurrency is. Let me just quickly fill you in with what Forex is. So Forex is currency. Any currency that you can think of. The US dollar, the Japanese yen, you know, you've got the British pound, the Naira, these are all currencies, okay? So all it is that we are trading currency with Forex and we're trading cryptocurrency at the side, right? So just with Forex, this industry is a $5.3 trillion industry. So $5.3 trillion is moving around in this industry every single day. So this is a huge industry, Forex, and cryptocurrency is a huge industry. If you learn to trade Forex, you can pretty much trade cryptocurrency as well. There's just a lot more information with crypto that's going to be taught to you as well through the products. So I'm going to skip this. Just write down the name Chris Terry. Chris Terry, everybody needs to know. He is the CEO of this company, and he is somebody who's been trading for a very long time. He's traded crypto, Forex, gold, oil, everything, right? So that is Chris Terry, okay? Now I'm just going to go straight into how do we trade? How do you trade? How do you earn money? The whole thing. So this company offers you products. Now you're really going to have to zone in with me and take some notes, okay? This company offers you products, and you use these products to learn and earn from trading crypto, trading Forex, okay? So I'm going to go through what each product is. Now, you may not understand this straight away. Okay, you may not understand all of these products. Don't worry, don't panic. The only time you understand these products is when you actually use them. You have to use them to really understand it. So if you don't understand right now, don't panic, okay? So number one product is IML Academy. The Academy is the education. It will teach you everything about trading. There are videos you can watch in your own time. You can study in your own time, whenever you like, as much as you like, as little as you like. It's all in your own time. You start at the basic level and you work your way up to advanced. You start at basic, work your way up to advanced, and you're learning from expert traders. Now, IML Academy is for the Forex. For the cryptocurrency, what's going to come out is Coin Academy. IML Academy, Coin Academy, okay? Product number two. This is really cool. This is a live TV channel. This is called iMarkets Live TV, okay? So the live TV channel is where you plug in live, you're watching live, and what's really cool is you can interact live. You can ask live questions, you can get live help, you can speak to them there and then and get that live guidance, okay? That's IML TV. Then with the cryptocurrency, it's already been launched. It's called Coin TV, crypto education. So again, you're watching traders trade live, but trade cryptocurrency. So both are already launched. IML TV and Coin TV, they're both already out. Okay, I thought that was very, very interesting how the company have their own TV channel. I've never seen that before in my life. Let me just give Dan a quick message and see if he's actually all right. Let's put, Dan, are you still alive?
Right. I'm alive, I'm here.
Oh, you're there. I thought you got disconnected, didn't you?
Yeah, but I got right back immediately.
You got so excited about Muzzle, the internet just went. Okay, cool. Product number 3 and product number 4. So product number 3 is Harmonic Scanner. Product number 4 is Web Analyzer. They're both very similar. Okay, they're a little bit more technical. This is where the Harmonic Scanner and the Web Analyzer will scan the market for you and pick out patterns and trends, because trading is all about looking for a pattern or looking for a trend. That's what trading is all about, and this does the hard work for you. Harmonic Scanner and Web Analyzer. Okay, so they are 4 products that will teach you how to trade. Now let me go on to number 5. Number 5 is Daily Swing Trade. This is where the CEO of the company, Mr. Chris Terry, and you all wrote down Chris Terry. So Chris Terry, he is the CEO of the company. I can see some of you guys are taking notes. So if I'm talking too fast, let me know in the chat and I can repeat some things or slow down. Okay, cool. So next kit's real name is Alex. Alex, nice to have you on the call. So Daily Swing Trade is where the CEO of the company, Mr. Chris Terry, he is going to, what's the Harmonic Scanner again? Harmonic Scanner is where it will scan the market for you and pick out patterns and trends. It's a little bit more technical, so you can use Harmonic Scanner once you know the basics of how to trade. When you know how to enter, how to come out, how to take profit, just the basics, you can use Harmonic Scanner. So it's scanning the market 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, and it's looking for patterns and trends. So it does the hard work for you so that you don't have to look for the pattern or trend. And it provides you, here's the pattern, here's the trend, and that's how you know when to enter the trade and which trade to enter. Okay, and both are quite similar. Web Analyzer and Harmonic Scan a little bit. So I don't want to go into too much detail with those two because they're a little bit more technical. And I know we have people on the call who have never done this before in their life. So daily swing trade, right? Daily swing trade is where the CEO of the company, Mr. Chris Terry, he will email you his trade. So you will receive an email, okay? And what you then do is Chris in that email would have told you what trade he is doing. He will tell you what to do and you just copy it. Literally, you are copying the CEO. Can you believe? And this man, this CEO, he's such a skilled trader. He's been trading for over 22 years. He's so skilled that sometimes he can earn $1 million in a day. $1 million in a day. He's very, very skilled. So he's going to email you his trade and you just copy it. Do as you're told. Then we have something called mirror trader. Mirror trading is where you sync your account to a professional trader. Okay, you sync your account to a professional trader. He's doing all the trading and your account will just automatically copy whatever he's doing. So when he trades, your account will automatically trade. When he loses, you lose. When he wins, you win. It's all automatic. It's hands-free. You do nothing. You just sleep. We like to call it set it and forget it. Set it and forget it, okay? So we have two mirror traders. Number one is FX Signals Live, and the second one is called Fusion Trader. But you just write down mirror trader and just write down there are two mirror traders, FX Signals Live and Fusion Trader, okay? And then after the mirror trader, the last and final product is something called swipe trades. So swipe trades is where you will receive something called a signal to your phone, okay? So you will get sent a signal and you receive an alert on your phone and the alert will say swipe trade alert, okay? Swipe trade alert is when you open up the swipe trade and all the information about the trade is all there. It's all been done for you. The professional trader has done it all. It's all there. And then all you need to do is just copy and paste it. You copy and paste the information that's been sent to you into your trading account. It literally is that simple. So you know how Dan is talking about this signals group that he's going to create for cryptocurrency? It's the same process, but this is to do with Forex, right? So swipe trade is for Forex, and for cryptocurrency, what's going to come out is swipe coin. Swipe trade, swipe coin. I'm just going to go back to swing trade. Swing trade is for Forex, and swing coin is cryptocurrency. So can you see the company is becoming just as big in crypto as it is in Forex right now? It's leveling up. It's going to be very big in crypto. We had this huge launch 2 weeks ago, and it was at 3 a.m. my time and 4 a.m. Nigeria time. So I woke up at 3 a.m. and Dan woke up at 4 a.m. just to watch this cryptocurrency launch. It was that exciting. Any questions anybody wants to ask me? That is how iMarketSight works. It's the products, right? I'm just going to show you how do you get started. How do you get started? Okay, we have a membership, a monthly membership called the Platinum Package. The Platinum Package will include all the products that you can see in front of you. IML Academy, Coin Academy, IML TV, Coin TV, Harmonic Scanner, Daily Swing Trade, and Daily Swing Coin. Okay, that is what will be included with the Platinum Package. That for the first month, it's a monthly membership. We pay every single month, zero contract, right? So that for the first month is $195. $195 we give for the first month and nothing else. And then second month onwards, to continue having access to this membership, we pay $145 per month every single month, okay? So $195 for the first month. Second month onwards is $145 per month every single month, okay? And that is how you can get yourself started. You can get yourself in. You can get yourself earning money. You can start learning a skill set and go through the process, right? That's with the trading. I'm going to wrap it up very, very quickly now with the networking. The remaining products, guys, you can add it on. Swipe trade, swipe coin, mirror trader, web analyzer. You can add these on for a small fee at the bottom. I'm not going to go through that because that isn't important. You can find out the fees later on. And what is important is you need to make a decision that are you looking to learn a new skill? You need to make a decision that are you looking to make a change in your financial situation? You need to make a decision, what is it that you want out of life? Are you looking to upgrade your car? Are you looking to move house? Are you looking to retire your parents? Are you looking to retire your wife? Are you looking to put your kids into a good education? What is it that you want to do? And this is a platform to get you to your goal. That is a decision that you need to make, okay? Not how much is a membership. Because if you make a decision, then you will pull money together for the membership. Because the 8 people that I mentioned, the reason why I picked those 8 people is because those people have the wealthy mindset. Something I was taught by my mentor is the poor man will focus on how much money he's spending. The wealthy man will focus on how much money he's going to make, right? So you decide which one you are, the poor man or the wealthy man. Networking, I'm going to wrap it up in 5 minutes now, and we're done. So with the networking, by talking to people, communication, growing a team, you can make even more money. If you refer 2 people to this business, 2 referrals, your membership is now free. Okay, this is exactly what I'm going to do with these 8 members. With these 8 members, I'm going to make them free, and I'm going to teach them how to do it. It's all a skill set. Everything is a skill set. You need to learn it. So I'm going to teach these 8 people, how do we go free? What do we need to do? 2 referrals, your membership is now free. Then what we do is we help you refer 1 more person. 1 more person, you are now an IB, you have 3 referrals. We now upgrade your account to IBO. IBO meaning independent business owner, right? Once you become an IBO, your membership now is no longer free. You start paying again, okay? So with 2 referrals, you're free. With 3 referrals, you're not free. You start paying your membership again. And the reason why you start paying your membership again is because now the company is going to pay you to say thank you. So you've got 3 referrals, okay? You are now something called a Platinum 150, meaning that you are going to earn $150 per month every single month. It is residual income. Residual meaning the money just keeps on coming in, keeps on coming in, keeps on coming in. So you could do nothing, you still get paid. You could sleep, you still get paid. The money keeps coming in. Then what we do is we help you get the next stage, which is Platinum 600, where you are earning $600 per month every single month. Nigeria, this is extra money on top of what you are already earning from your Forex and from your job. Just imagine in your head right now how much money you have coming in. Every month, how much money comes into your bank account. Now, picture that number in your head and increase it by $600. Okay? Picture that income in your head and now increase it by $600. You've basically just had a pay rise of your household income by $600. That is the shopping paid for. That is maybe a holiday for you and your wife and your kids. That is maybe a weekend trip. You know, imagine the things you can do with an extra $600 coming into your account. And then we help you get to the next stage, $1,000. And you know, it's very, very doable. Your mentor, your upline, your leader, he's done it. He's going well past the $1,000 per month every month as well. And we can keep going higher, but I'm not going to talk about all of that. I just want you to focus on this. Platinum 150, Platinum 600. My 8 people that I'm working with, I'm looking to get them to minimum Platinum 600. Platinum 600, okay? That's $600 per month every single month that they will be earning. Any questions, guys, whack it in the group. That is what I want to stop it out. I don't want to overload you with information, but that is iMarket side. It's a very simple platform. Trading with networking. Trade, you can earn money. Network, you can earn even more money. Trading you're doing from your phone, from the comfort of your homes and the comfort of your phones. And the networking, all you need to do is speak to people, refer people, and you can earn more money on top of your trading and from your job. Okay, Dan, anything you want to add? I'm done here. Any questions that anyone has for me?
Share the compensation plan.
I just did. Oh, you want to? That's that slide that you like. Dan, am I losing you?
Yeah, I didn't see the compensation plan.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it now. Okay, guys. So when can you hear me, Afra?
I can hear you now. Thank God. Please don't do what you did to us earlier.
All right, I'll try. I'll think about that. So for those of you who are already members of IML and for those of you who are going to join, when I said you need to be platinum 150 minimum for you to receive signals from me, it was just very simple thing I was asking you to do. Platinum 150 means that you only refer 3 people. And I'm actually helping you make money because what we're actually trying to do is to ensure that the people on our group are people who are committed to the process, who really want to make money this year. All right? That's exactly what we are doing. So when we say get in 3 people, you're actually helping yourself. We are trying to help you make money because when you bring 3 people, you start earning $150 every month. That is $37.5 every Friday. Every Friday, I think about 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Nigerian time, your account is credited. It's amazing. So you're earning $150 every month for bringing 3 people. And then you're also earning money from the signals that you'll be receiving from our group. So you'll be making more money just by bringing 3 people. And then don't forget that there's something called the referral bonus where they pay you $35 for every single person you bring in, aside from this $150 a month. So for bringing 3 people, you get $150 for that month. You also get $105 for bringing these 3 people, plus the money you'll be making from signals. So that's a lot of money for you. So we're actually helping you to get on the path to making money. Nothing free comes, nothing good comes free. Even in Freetown, nothing is free. So you have to, mount pressure on yourself, commit to making things work. All right. One of my one author, I love to read his books. His name is Skip Mina. He said, "It is only those who do things today that other people are not willing to do who will be able to live the way others will not be able to. Who will be able to live the way others will not be able to afford tomorrow." All right, so you must be able to do something today. You must be able to make sacrifices today. You must be able to delay gratifications today if you want your tomorrow to be better. So I need you guys to actually, make an action plan. Join. For those of you who have been picked for the bootcamp, congratulations. If you have not been booked, you still have your own opportunity to prove yourself, and then you join in the bootcamp. But while you're waiting to join the bootcamp, you can actually start making money for yourself. How do you do that? Join IML. Refer 3 of your friends. You can't tell me that in the whole world, you don't have 3 friends that will get motivated or get excited by the idea to learn a skill that will help them make money forever. You see, the way I think about this thing is that when my child is probably 5 or 6, I can just have him sit around me and start teaching him at his level how to trade. And who says by the time he's 7, he can start trading? That's the way I see this thing. Once I know this skill, I can impact this knowledge on all of my family members. And then I don't have people relying on me for anything financial. Because you ask me money for too much, I tell you, hey, come to my house for holiday, 2 weeks holiday. Once you're on holiday in school, come to my house. You're in my house, I teach you to trade. And I give you seed money, maybe $200 or $500. I set you up. You never ask me for money again. So I deliver myself from all of these encumbrances. Uncle, send me this. And no, I don't want that. I teach you how to trade, and you start trading, and then you're off my expense budget. So for me, I see this as a skill that will, deliver you from a whole lot of things. And I need you to start seeing that from that angle also. So when we say bring in 3 people and then join our signal group, we are only saying, in essence, that prove to us that you're serious. By bringing in 3 people, start making money from IML. That way, I'm sure that you can commit to the process, and then we can add you to the signal group, and we'll have you make more money even. So that is just that. That is just that, guys. So I wouldn't know if there are questions that you would need to ask. If there are questions, just drop it on the chat box. Of course, if you want to join IML, go back to your sponsor. Talk to the person who referred you to this call. All right? If that person is Ashra, just contact her. If it's somebody else, contact him or her. Anybody who referred you to this particular call, please contact them and let them send you their link and then you can join IML. If I am the one that referred you to this call, then by all means contact me, all right? So you know how to reach me already. Just reach me. I'll send you the link and then I'll help you. And then for those of you who are in Nigeria, payment is an issue. If you want me to help you with payment, whether I'm your sponsor or not, just send me an email, danish247@gmail.com. Danish is DANNISH 247@gmail.com. So for two things, if you want to join IML and I'm your sponsor, just send me an email and then I'll tell you what to do. If you want me to help you with payment, just send me an email and then I'll help with that. So aside from that, we'll probably have about 10 or 15 minutes, allocate 10 or 15 minutes for questions. Once we are done with that, then we can call it a day for today. Thank you so much, Ashra. I appreciate you a whole deal. That does not mean that I've forgiven you. I've not forgiven you at all.
Listen, I have to forgive you first, okay? I'm angry first.
Okay, we'll see about that.
But thank you, Dan, for having me. It's always a pleasure. Oh, Dan, should we, because I know we're back tomorrow and Thursday, okay? So tomorrow, we should do it. Tomorrow and Thursday will be a training, right?
Yeah,
so tomorrow we can do...
There's something I needed to actually touch on. On the trainings for last week, you didn't touch on it. And I think some people might start having a need for that training. How to placement.
But that would be for IBOs. So only when someone's an IBO, they would need that training. Yeah, if they're not an IBO.
I think Sean is an IBO already, I think.
Oh, if it's just Sean, then yeah, I can chat to Sean, no problem. But for everybody on the call, there's no point doing just an IBO training when they're not IBO, right? So what we can do, Dan, what I'm thinking is tomorrow, do a training on how to prospect, how to invite. So how do you speak to people? How do you invite people? And then Thursday, we can do how to close and follow up. Okay. Should I write it in the chat?
Yes, okay. Yeah, Oluwaseun is asking when are we likely to have the signal group open. I'm ready, actually. I'm just waiting for the market to stabilize a little bit. It's just too volatile right now. So once the market corrects a little bit, then we can start. All right? So, Sean, I hope that answers your question.
Okay, Dan, I've written it. I think I sent you the schedule as well. Tomorrow we can go through that and then we can make it interactive. People can ask questions because people get confused how to invite people.
Yeah.
And so tomorrow we can do how to prospect, how to invite. And then Thursday, okay, we can do how to close and follow up. If you guys write it down. Tomorrow, how to prospect, how to invite. Maybe I'll do a bit of social media, how to use social media, maybe depending on how much time we have. And Thursday, we'll do how to close people and how to follow up on them. So how can you close these people, get the signups and get them in?
All right. That sounds like fun.
Yes, sir. And then Friday, are you here Friday or do you want them all to come on my link?
Yeah,
what do you want to do then? Have you got something going on Friday?
They'll come on your link. This will be the last Friday I will be away. So from upper Friday, I'll be around. So, but this Friday, they'll come on your link.
Okay, cool. So this Friday then, so that's Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday, 8 p.m. Nigeria is a beginner's launch training. So 8 p.m. Nigeria time is beginners launch training. Please do plug into that. And then 9 p.m. Nigeria time is going to be a presentation. Okay. But then again, those are the IML members who are in my group. Please do make sure you keep a track of the schedule. Make sure you keep a track of the schedule. These the Friday ones is members only, so it's only people who are in my group who would know.
All right.
Wow, it is midnight. It's midnight in Nigeria.
I'm telling you, we still have 47 people on the call. That's amazing.
Hang on, let me put this on my Snapchat. Wow, it is midnight in Nigeria. 11 p.m. here, midnight in Nigeria. Dan, Nigerians don't like to sleep, do they?
They do like to sleep. It's just that they're getting value here, and this shows commitment, really, for me. I'm seeing commitment for somebody to be awake 12 midnight. It shows a lot of commitment. I'm so happy. And I'm actually very grateful that you can hang out with me up until 12 midnight. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate all of you. I really appreciate all of you. So I have a couple of links on the chat box. The pdsp.us/IML link. Send that link to your prospects. Let them join as soon as possible. By tomorrow, I'll be sending the webinar recording of this webinar to everybody who have subscribed to that particular newsletter. All right, so send that to your groups, to your prospects, to your community, what have you. As soon as they come on board, by tomorrow morning, I'm going to be emailing the recording of this particular webinar to as many people who have registered. That is also my email for 2 sets of people. If I am your sponsor, you want to come on board IML, send me an email. If I'm not your sponsor and you want me to help you with payment, if you're in Nigeria, that is, send me an email and I'll be able to help you with that. And then the third thing here is my YouTube channel. All right, you can go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to that channel so that once I upload a video, because I'm going to be shooting a lot of videos, how to set take profit zones, how to set stop loss, and all of those kind of videos. I'm going to shoot a lot of those kind of videos. So go to my YouTube channel and subscribe so that once I upload a video, you get the notification, you don't lose anything. All right, so I think that will be all for today. I really need us to go right now. Wow. Edmond Osuma, are you here? I never knew you were here. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thanks, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you.
Dan, stop talking. Stop talking. End the call.
Say that again.
I said stop talking. End the call. I'm tired.
All right, guys.
We're going to have another fight, Dan. We're going to have another fight.
All right, guys. All right, so thank you so much, every one of you. Remember, as I always say, you are made for more and you are more than this. Bye-bye. Good night. Cheers.